a chimp that was born, and they named this chimp Google. Okay, so anyway, so that's all. There is Google, okay, in that image I just put up there, because you may or may not see him in the actual Google Earth as we move forward. Okay, so what I'm going to do too, I'm going to go now onto the Google Earth, and then there's going to be the intro where Jane speaks and sort of background music. So I can't control the volume. So be aware if it's too soft or if it is too loud for you when we come to it. Then just do your own manipulation of the sound. Okay.
I looked into his large and lustrous eyes. They seemed somehow to express his entire personality, his serene self-assurance. What an amazing privilege it was. I lay there, part of the forest, and I found myself thinking, this is where I belong. Together, the chimpanzees and the baboons and the monkeys formed one whole.
Right. Let's start the process. Okay, so remember, here's a nice picture actually of her, quite a recent picture. And but remember, as I'm now going to quote her, I'm going to read as if I am her. So she says, okay, I won't be saying that. I'm excited to take you on a geographic journey to Tanzania's Gombe National Park and introduce you to some of the chimpanzees I have observed over the years, including one of Gombe's newest residents, a charming little fella aptly named Google. I hope to give you an up-close and personal look at the major milestones in my life and career, while opening a window into the lives of Google and the other Gombe chimpanzees. I know that once you learn more about Google and the plight of endangered chimpanzees like him, you will want to join me in doing everything you can to protect and preserve this amazing habitat, the tropical forests of Africa. And okay. Right, Jane's youth. This is where she grew up, in Bournemouth, England. I was fascinated by all kinds of animals. When I was young, my favorite books were Dr. Dolittle and the Tarzan series. All I wanted to do was to go to Africa, observe the incredible animals living there, and write stories about them. Everyone laughed at my dream because I was a poor girl of little means living in England during World War II. My family couldn't afford to buy a bicycle, let alone send me to college. I was given the opportunity to travel to Kenya, where I met Dr. Louis Leakey, who would become my mentor. Dr. Leakey was looking for someone to begin a study of chimpanzees to gain insight into human beings' evolutionary past. He thought I would be a good person for the job because of my patience and persistent desire to understand animals. He also thought I would yield a fresh perspective because I hadn't been to college yet, and my mind hadn't been cluttered by rigid academia. Once I arrived in Gombe, Armed with only my binoculars and a notebook, I would climb the Gombe's highest peak in search of the chimpanzees. At the beginning, the chimpanzees ran away from me in fear because they had never seen a white ape before. Okay. This is Dr. Aliki. Okay. And they're the two of them. Okay. Right. Now there's another little video here that I want to play with you.
It was in Gombe some 40 years ago that Jane Goodall witnessed something that no one had ever seen before. Something that changed the way the world viewed not only chimps, but humans as well.
I was walking through the vegetation one day and it had been raining, and the first 6 months' money I had, which was all I had, was running out, and I knew if I didn't see something exciting before that money ran out, that would be the end. And then I saw this black shape hunched over a termite mound. I peered through my binoculars. I saw a hand reach out, pick a piece of grass, and clearly was using this as a tool, pulling it out from the termite, the burrows into the nest, and picking the termites off with his lips. And that was what was supposed to make us most unique at that time. Humans and only humans use and make tools. We were defined as man, the tool maker. And so now we have to redefine man, redefine tool, or accept chimpanzees as human.
Termite fishing is only one of 9 chimp tool behaviors witnessed in Gombe. Resident videographer Bill Wallauer sees termite fishing on a regular basis.
Basically, it's like this. Just grab a tool or twig like this, strip all the leaves off. So they'll make a fishing rod like this. They'll come up and they'll start digging around. They'll look for any kind of a hole to get into this mound, and they'll start fishing with it. Chimps love them. Great food source, great protein source. Well, I know it's kind of a bit weird, but I do eat them occasionally. They're quite good. It tastes a little bit like cashews.